What's going on, guys? It is Bernardo, and today is all about finding alternative applications for Adobe Creative Cloud. So let's get right into it. All right, so finding alternative software for Adobe Cloud. Adobe Cloud is super expensive. I have a license, and paying monthly or even yearly, it's a hard hit on the wallet, especially that Adobe likes to like increase the prices yearly and then come out of nowhere. And then I'm constantly using their applications because I'm editing and I got to start finding free ways to edit my videos as well as make my thumbnails. These alternatives are free and they're open source. Some of them, there are subscriptions that you're able to pay a one-shot deal to open up the doors for new features and stuff. But I'm going to go straight right into it. And I got my little notepad right here with my notes. So now the first one in my list is Photoshop, what to use as an alternative for Photoshop. Because if you don't have the money and you don't have the budget for Photoshop, what to use? I kind of recommend using GIMP. I've used GIMP a couple of times. It is open source. It is free. It allows you to create thumbnails. Well, for me, it allows me to create my thumbnails with no problem. You're able to customize images, create templates. You're able to do everything. They give you like a handful of templates that you're able to use off the bat. Now let's close this up. And the second one in my list, and I'm looking at my notes right here, always got to look at my notes, is Illustrator. For those individuals that like to use Illustrator to create vector images and all that stuff, design, the best alternative software out there that is free, it is Inkscape. Now, to be honest with you, like all the programs that I'm going over with you guys, it's only two of them that I am constantly using all the time. And I'm going to show you which ones that I'm using. I'm actually using one of them right now during this recording. But if you are looking for a good replacement for Illustrator, Inkscape is the one. So let's close this up. Let's say close without saving. The next one in the list is InDesign. What is a good alternative for InDesign and Scribus? I just heard of this recently. It is open source. It is free. It allows you to customize booklets and everything. I'm not really a guru dealing with Illustrator and InDesign, so I can't really show you guys how these programs are used because I am not a professional on them. So Scribus is definitely a good alternative for Illustrator. So let's close this guy up. Now for Premiere, yes, Premiere video editing. And this is one of the softwares that I use a lot, not for video editing, and that is DaVinci. Now, the machine that I'm running all these alternatives in is a Dell Precision Tower 3420. And let's minimize DaVinci real quick. And let's do a Control-Shift-Escape. And let's go to performance. Now, this machine is housing a Intel Core i5-7600 CPU with a clock speed of 3.50 gigahertz. And I'm not advertising the Dell machine at all, but the reason why I'm telling you the specifications on this machine is because I am able to run all these software with no problem with the specifications on this machine, which is pretty awesome. 8 gigs of memory, right? A hard drive, which is around 200 and I think 256 or something like that. And the graphics card, I'm only running an NVIDIA Quadro K1200 with 4 gigs graphics card. Now for DaVinci, one of the core requirements is having a good graphics card, and I'm actually able to run, not smoothly, but it gets me by. Now, like I said before, I use DaVinci not for video editing, but I do use it for coloring. For me, this is one of the best softwares out there for coloring. If you're into doing, creating LUT, L-U-T files, or doing color correction, and what is the other one? Color correction is one. And what's the other one? I always forget. Whatever. But yeah, if you are looking for a great alternative for Premiere, DaVinci is the way to go. Now, DaVinci does come free, but there is a paid version, a one-shot deal, $200, and I think you get unlimited, updates if you pay the $200. It's not that bad. You get additional things with the $200 as well. Now for After Effects, what's a good alternative for that? And I will definitely go for Blender, right? Blender, from my understanding, I think every month or every 2 months, they keep themselves up to date. So it's a constant program that's always being up to date, and that's great. And it's open source and it's free. Now, for those individuals that love to edit audio and make modifications and filters and all that stuff, you have Adobe Audition. So what's a good alternative for that? I would say Audacity. And Audacity is what I'm using right now for this video. It works. It has the effects. You're able to create different tracks. You're able to export and import WAV files, MP4, MP3, and all that other crazy stuff dealing with audio. So again, a free version, open source, and it keeps itself up to date constantly. Last but not least in my list is Lightroom. For those individuals that are into photography and you're using Lightroom to make modifications such as like the contrast, your brightness, the blacks, your whites, and messing around with curves, the best alternative, which is free, it is basically Darkable. I recently heard about this right here. I haven't played too much with this free version right here. But when you open it up, it gives me that same feeling like Lightroom. You're able to create your collections, create filters, import your images in here, and you should see everything in this middle section right here. Again, I haven't been playing around with it because out of all the programs that I mentioned, I typically just use two of them, which is Audacity and DaVinci. The other ones, well, I lied there. I use GIMP as well when I need it because I can't download Photoshop because it's a heavy hitter. And sometimes I just don't have the license. So when I need to create like a thumbnail for my videos on another machine that I can't install Photoshop, I definitely use GIMP. So GIMP, DaVinci, and Audacity are the three that I definitely use a lot. The other ones are great alternative in case you are not able to afford that within the Adobe family. And that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.